Hello pilots and welcome to MotionRC.com. Today is an exciting day because we have an all-new 200 size GPS AH-1F attack helicopter. Finished in the desert sand shark livery. Looks really beautiful. If you haven't checked out any of these same helicopters in the RotorScale line, we have like a Black Hawk, a Seahawk. There's a couple of these in this line. They all fly excellent and come in these little metal carrying cases. But today I'm going to show you exactly how to use your new helicopter and the features around it. So the first thing we need to talk about is when you get this out of the box, there's not a lot of assembly. Your main blade grips come done and your tail rotor is already installed, but you do need to install all of your ordnance. They just slip fit in with the little rail system, super easy. Once you get those clipped in, that's pretty much all the assembly. Now, as far as actually going out to fly the helicopter, it does come with a USB Type-C charger that plugs right into the side of the little helicopter's battery. You're going to get a 4-light indicator across the front. Once it's fully charged, it'll go to solid green, and you'll know you can unplug it and take this thing out to fly. Now, speaking of going to fly, you need to add your 4 AA batteries to the back of the controller. Then we can head out to the field, and the first thing you want to do is a compass calibration and go on and do a gyro calibration. So make sure the helicopter is setting perfectly level on a table whenever you do your gyro calibration. And then you can just hold your sticks into the bottom left and right hand corners, just like you see it on the screen. You'll see the indicator flash for a few seconds and then go back to normal. That'll take care of your gyro calibration. The next thing we need to do is a compass calibration anytime we go out to a new field. So, in order to do it, you're going to power up the helicopter, then hold the sticks in this orientation. Once you do, you're going to get a pulsing light, and you're going to pick the helicopter up by the main rotor head and spin it until the helicopter light indicator changes to a different indication. Once it does, you're going to hold it by the tail straight down, and you're going to rotate it around in a few circles until your light turns back to the solid flashing light. If it does have GPS lock whenever you're doing this, it will turn to a solid green light. If it does not, it'll just stay as your flashing green light. So that's the only difference, what you might see whenever you actually do this yourself. Once all of these parameters are complete, it's time to actually fly the helicopter. So we're going to carry it over to our takeoff area, wherever we want the helicopter to come back and land at if it does return to home. We want to make sure there are no trees in the immediate vicinity, because wherever we're going to be flying this, remember, this does not have obstacle avoidance in it, so we need to make sure we have a nice clear area to fly this. If you try and fly this around your house or anything else, it goes into return to home, and there's a tree between you and where it's going to land, it's going to hit that. So just remember, fly this in a nice open area and you shouldn't have any problems. All right, I'm going to kick this over to myself at the field, and we're going to go fly this thing. All right, pilots, now that we got all that boring stuff on the bench out of the way, let's actually fly the little helicopter. So I'm going to turn the transmitter on by holding the middle button until it turns on. Then on the bottom of the helicopter, I've already installed my flight pack. I'm going to hold this button until the green lights go across. Now you hear it turn on. Now we need to set the helicopter down. And we're going to look for this indicator. Now I know it's hard out here in the sun, but it's going to be blinking green. Once it actually gets GPS signal, that's going to turn solid green. So we're going to wait for that. All right, in order to take it off, we're going to go to unlock. We've got it in GPS, auto, and this one's in the middle. Now we're going to take the 2 sticks down into the outside, tell the rotor start. Let it come up to speed, and now add some collective to take off. Just like that. And now it is fully GPS, so I can let go of the controller, and it's just going to stay right there, as you see. Now if I want to fly it around, I just start pushing the sticks, and here we go. Nice and easy. Now this is in low rate mode, as you can see, indicated right here on the transmitter, but if I hit the high and low rates, now we can go to high. And now we get a little more speed out of the helicopter. So, I'm going to come to a stop. We're going to get some altitude and get it a little further away from us for this. Let's do an invert flight. So I'm going to get it right about there, go up. You need to be above 26 feet. Now you hold the mode switch, until you hear the beep, and then push over. And just like that, now the helicopter is flying inverted. We can come down here to us, and all the controls have reversed also. So it flies the same way, upside down, as right side up. There you go. And there is inverted flying, and you look like a pro, even if you're not. All right, to get back out of that, let's go up to a safe altitude. We're gonna hold the mode button again until we hear the beep, then push the desired direction, and it comes back out of it. Now, while we're talking about features, let's bring it down a little bit. We're gonna get her established in a hover, and now I'm gonna hit the figure 8 button. Now remember, while you're doing this, you don't have to touch anything, but it does not have obstacle avoidance. So if it's gonna hit anything, you just stop it. But here's what the figure 8 looks like. Let it complete a full circuit. All right, so let's say we need to stop it. Just touch the stick, and you can see it comes to a complete stop. Then for circle mode, we hit it down. And now it's gonna fly a circle. There you go. Now it's flying a nice little circle. And if anytime we want to stop it, once again, just touch the sticks. That's it for that. Now you have manual mode up here. When you put it into that, it's not really like gonna make this a full GPS off collective pitch helicopter. This is just gonna give you more bank limits. So you can see the helicopter's a little faster now, but it's still fully self-centering. So if I let go of the sticks, it's just gonna drift through the sky now instead of coming to a stop. We have to manually input our stick movements to stop the helicopter. So if I want to stop, if I let go, see it keeps going, I got to pull back and that'll stop it. Oops, right over our head. Sorry about that, Lori. Now the last thing to show you, we're going to go back into auto, and then if we push this right here down, it's going to go to return to home. Let's see it come in and land. And if you want to move it while it's in return to home, you can, just by moving the stick. Get desired spot. There it is. It's on the ground. It's going to stop itself. That's as easy as it is, guys. Well, pilots, that gets the all-new Cobra flown for you here today. I had a blast making this one. I love Cobras, so this was a really cool one, and I really like the paint job on this one. That desert camo is super, super cool looking out in the air, especially right now in this fall time weather, so all the stuff around us is dead. You can see it's all brown in the video. So anyway, guys, if you want one of these, they're available right now here at motionrc.com in both GPS or just the standard gyro stabilization with your optical flow. They are here on the product pages, and we have videos for both to help our customers ensure they have the best experience when flying their new model. Well, guys, I'm Wes from motionrc.com, and whether it's air, land, or sea, we have exactly what you need. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.